I'm Marilyn.
And I'm Robin.
And today I was talking to Linda Miller. Fascinating interview.
Yes, she's from Misty Rivers Introductions, which is an introduction service, and I bet you that interview had to have been fascinating.
It was. You know, she formed Misty River 27 years ago, so this is a very experienced person. And she told me her success rate of people who are older is like 80%. So that's pretty darn high.
80?
Yes, and so she gave me so much information that really is encouraging for senior ladies to get in there and meet somebody.
Wow. Let's launch right into the interview and find out what all those tips and secrets are all about.
For sure. Welcome to the Seniority Show, Linda.
Thanks, Marilyn.
Now, you formed an introduction agency many years ago. Can you tell us, like, why you did it, what it's called, and what it's about?
Okay, so our company is called Misty River Introductions, and we're a matchmaking service. I've been doing this for 27 years.
Wow.
Long time. It's funny because I was always a good matchmaker. So I had friends and family that I would go on dates with people, and I'd say, well, good news and bad news. I don't think we're a fit, but I think I have someone that you really like. And I had a couple of those where they actually got married.
Wow.
So I thought I was kind of good at matchmaking.
How do you actually engage all the people that are in your pool of matchmakers?
So myself and my manager, Nancy, she does a lot of the interviewing. I do a tremendous amount of the interviewing. And we interview everyone. I don't do all the matching myself. I do the initial matches because I want to make sure that we're on the right track and I'm choosing the right kind of people.
Okay.
So if there's any tweaking to do, that's usually when we do it, and we start to get feedback from the client so we can get them closer to what they're actually looking for. So that's very important. And
do you do like a written or?
We do a written. We can do it by written, but we have it on a computer.
Okay.
So when I fill out an application, I send it out to the client as well, so they can look over it. And sometimes when they're interviewing with me, they don't think of everything they want to say, or maybe they hear someone else's profile and say, oh, I like that too, and I never said anything about that in my profile, so they can do some changes. So it's kind of a back and forth thing, so we send it out, we get their feedback on the profile, and then we redo it if we have to, and we do tweaking as we go, as people, meet their matches, we start to get an idea of what they like and what they don't like.
Do you have many more women than men?
We don't, because we keep our numbers even by doing certain things. So we get a lot of women because women tend to be more proactive in this area.
Right.
So we then go on Hockey Night in Canada, or we go on Shea Radio, which is male-based, like more male-skewed. We do the Sportsman's Show, we do the Outdoor Adventure Travel Show. So we're targeting so that we have enough women and men in equal numbers so that when you join the service, there's not 10 women for every man or whatever. Because men are out there in as great a number as women are.
Yeah.
Men just need to be marketed to a little harder, and you just have to put your advertising where they're going to see it.
Now tell me, as an older woman, because our audience is targeted basically at women between the ages of 50 and then 70 plus. So is it harder to meet a match as you get older?
No, and actually that's an interesting question because we have about a 75% success rate in people under 70, and we have an 80% success rate in people that are over 70.
Now why would that be?
Well, it's very simple actually, because what happens is the people under 70, maybe you're 45, you match up quickly because you meet somebody and you're both attracted and it works out well.
Mm-hmm.
But then you've got this complicated life that has to fit in with it. So you're raising kids, you can't move out of your school district,
You've got all this
you've got a
baggage
job,
with you.
you've got baggage.
Yes.
Whereas when you're 70, your kids, even your grandkids are maybe an age that they don't need you as much.
Yes.
You have usually good health. You can still enjoy travel and all kinds of fun things. But really the only person you're suiting is you. You're not worried about, all the other kind of things that go along with it. Sure, it's nice if the guy or the girl they like your family and you like it, the family likes them, but it's not as big of an issue because it's sort of more of an alone time. You're not as worried about, most people have their kids pretty much launched by the time they're 70. So there's less interference and you're retired.
So what do I get? Like if I signed up to Misty River, wanted to meet somebody, and I was, over 50, maybe I was in my 60s.
Mhm.
Now, what do I have to pay to join Misty River, and what do I get?
So most people go into our middle package, which is $28.50. It gives you 12 face-to-face meetings. It gives you up to a year on hold with each of those people. So for instance, if you joined, you get to meet 12 gentlemen, but you could explore a relationship with any one of them for as long as a year each. So we're not hurrying you through the process.
So that's $2,850.
Right.
Okay, so, and then you get to meet 12
You
people.
get to meet 12 people. Most people don't have 12. Our average is somewhere around 3.
Really?
Yeah, now that's
Very
not
good.
introductions, that's
Okay.
actual face-to-face meetings, because some people will talk to 2 or 3 people for everyone they meet, and then some people meet everybody they talk to. So it
Right,
varies.
right, depending,
It varies, yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right. And so that's your middle package. What's your starter package? What do you get for that?
$26.50, so for $200 less you can join, but the
Yeah.
photos of the people are not included. You can pay extra as you go for them, so $20 a piece for the photos of each match,
I see.
but they're not included.
And,
And it gives you a shorter hold period, you get up to 6 months to explore a relationship and see if it's gonna go anywhere.
now, as well as photos, do you get information on the
Oh yes, you get a
various,
full
like,
profile, we don't give
a
out
full
any
profile.
identifying information. So we don't give out, your last name, where you work, where you live, anything specific to you. Because we want, people to have anonymity until they're comfortable giving that information out themselves.
yeah.
We don't ever give out anybody's last name. We don't give out women's phone numbers except with their permission, and the only phone number we will give out for a woman is a cell phone. Because cell phones are fairly anonymous. You can't track somebody from a cell phone number the way you can from a home landline. So we're very careful. We let you do, that's your information to give if and when you're comfortable. We're an introduction service only. We don't give a lot of details on people, and we don't identify people.
So pretend that I've signed up for your middle package, and the second gentleman that I meet, I'm in love.
Okay.
So then I say, oh, wait a second, I don't need to meet the other 10 guys.
You still pay the full fee.
You pay
Yeah.
the full fee.
Most people are happy if they only have to meet 1 or 2 people.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to
Yeah.
date for the rest of their life. They
No.
want success in as short a time as possible. In fact, I had one guy that I phoned up and I said, oh, you're seeing Diane, it's going great. I heard you went on a trip together and everything. He said, yes, it's great. I said, oh, that's wonderful. It worked out really well for you. He said, wow, I had to meet 2 other people.
Oh, I said, well,